Alright, back for episode 4. And last thing I remember from the previous episode was that we are gearing up to defend against the Egyptians, or potentially to attack them, and to keep an eye on what's going on with the French, as well as hopefully getting our alliance back with the Papal States and getting back in the good graces of the papacy so that we're no longer excommunicated. Luckily for us, no crusades have been declared, so we'll just keep up with troop production and I believe I had done all the moves I needed to at the end of the last episode, so we'll end here. So we got construction and whatnot going. A lot of construction being completed. Rejected for the time being. Okay. It's alright, we'll probably just have to wait that out. Got some points for that, and I'm really going to need to start taking territory and getting this crusade moving because pretty far behind on points so far. I sort of expected to have some difficulty keeping pace with some of the other factions because we're a small nation as Aragon, so just gonna have to really focus on expanding. Get that chapter house set up just so we have a ability to get a crusade going once we need to. As soon as this is done, I'm actually going to start training boats very consistently out of Aragon. Public order everywhere. So I was going to go for ranged units here, focus on boats in Aragon, so I want to get some better production out of Navarre as far as higher quality units or higher tier units. Got very high taxes everywhere. Now that I've got a what is this building? A royal palace over in Lyon. We'll start getting emissaries and we'll use them for gathering intel away from our borders. I'll keep getting bishops as well so that we can maintain the religious situation. In fact, I might as well send this guy, well, do this the most efficient way. We'll send him into our newly trained guy into Cordoba, and the one that was in Cordoba over to Portugal, just to save some movement. And I had not, looks like I never gave out a title over in Lyon. What is this? Lord Chamberlain. Oh, that's from having the royal palace. So whoever, can I give this guy a Lord Chamberlain title as well? Just increase his acumen so that he manages the province even better. There we go. Send this good commander up to Aragon. I find it's easier for me to keep an eye on what kind of garrisons I've got in a region when I pull the guys out of the, what do you call it, the forts. Alright, so we should be good on construction and recruitment everywhere. Nothing's really changing in diplomacy. In fact, now that I know what's going on the Iberian Peninsula, I'm actually going to have my emissary that was in Rome head up and start checking out France's territory and how they're doing. Shipwright. Not going to accept that. Okay. The Almohads are really holding on to this territory well. I'm sure it's because the Egyptians don't really have a good general to get in there. So our shipwright's done. I just wonder if I'll just want to go into the next tier. As far as unit training, I'm just gonna keep this place making these barks or bargs or however you pronounce that. Be right back. My dog is trying to get into my office. I have the door closed. Buddy. Okay. And at this point, I'm feeling like it's probably a good idea to take the initiative and maybe just hit the Almohads and take what they do have. I'm gonna start amassing some troops and get an idea of how much units I have flexible. So if I were to leave one of these provinces, what is going to happen? 14. 97. Man, I really can't bring too much out of there. I'll bring my king out. Leon, I can't imagine I need too much troops in there. In fact, what happens if I take everybody? Still fine. Although I'll wait until I can see what it looks like when I pull my king out as well. These troops from Navarre, bring over. I'll keep units in Aragon so I can reinforce from there. These troops in Valencia, can we move them out? Yep. As well as the Genites that are in our fort. And then we'll attack out of Castile. Make sure I keep production going here. Yeah, my economy is so much better now. Still have a decent amount of troops at hand. Looks like I started moving everybody at the right time. There you go. And I say that because the Egyptians are about to take this province. Let's see how long. 2 years. So they're going to starve them out. They'll lose some troops while holding that siege. And then by that time, my king will be able to be at the ready to lead these forces. Can't combine them. Interesting. Keep moving, everybody. It's interesting. I'm noticing that the Genites that are getting trained in Valencia, they seem like they all have command points. All of them have at least 1 star of command. I'm not sure why that would be. So we do have trade goods here, so go for a trading port, and actually this might be more reliable. Let's get some of our construction queued up. Leon, we're doing good in, but we'll get a border fort just to solidify that. And actually, you know what? I don't think I need that. Slow down the emissary production, and what am I missing that I'm not able to get the type of cavalry I want? So I need a spearmaker's workshop. It's going to require keep. So because of our financial situation, I'm kind of forgetting my path at times as far as what I am focusing on between production and as far as unit production and economic expansion. Alright. I believe I have someone going to Brittany. Send some over to Anjou, or however you pronounce that. Our king will be ready next turn, and then we'll wait for this siege to run out and charge in there ourselves. And I've got a good force in Portugal, so if Egypt decides they're going to abandon that and attack Portugal, I have defense there. Although I'm not sure if they decide to retreat from a region I attack, they might have to retreat into friendly territory and not attack another enemy location. Start doing some troop consolidation in a second. Kind of tidy up our armies. Come half, nothing destroyed, okay. There they go. One of our generals died of old age. I don't think I knew that happened. Okay. Alright, well, time for our king to get moving. So mix up our troops here. Alright, time to declare war. I keep moving troops into reinforcing areas. Got a new princess that we can use for intelligence. Okay, so they hold Provence. See who holds Milan. Alright, so I wanted to check loyalty on my generals and see if we want to marry her off. Or instead of saying generals, maybe I should say lords. And they're all, it looks like they're all maxed out. So we'll send her down to Cordoba. And then if I have someone who has good acumen but low loyalty, I can marry her to the lord that I assign here. Might as well send some of these troops out. Oh, maybe I can't. See if I can send some of these smaller squads. There we go. Alright, check construction. Everywhere is moving. And I do want to continue getting emissaries, but I'll mix it up between emissaries and other troops. Pretty sure I have a ton of spear units, so I actually haven't been checking to see what the Egyptian army looks like, but it seems to be mostly basic infantry and cavalry, so probably just a good mixture of spears, some archers, because a lot of their units are shielded, some archers, and once I get the, actually next turn, look at that. Once this swordsmith is done, I'll start getting feudal men-at-arms, I believe they're called. Mix them in there, get some good armored infantry. Work on our conversion down here. Oh boy, it begins. So, one of our bishops got assassinated. I'm gonna guess that the Egyptians have a tavern somewhere and they're recruiting assassins. That's awesome. Alright. French are the strongest, so we got a good ally. It's going to take a couple of years to siege out, but... Alright, so we got the initiative over there. I am going to want to find... I want to start recruiting ships at another province, so I don't have just Aragon. It's going to take so long to get a decent fleet with just one province recruiting boats. But go for an armor in Navarre. So I can get my crusade from Castile now, but my only paths that are realistic to get to Antioch is going to be either setting up a chain of boats across the Mediterranean or fighting our way through Egypt. So it's not worth me getting that right now because I don't have enough boats. And I haven't fought through enough of Egypt to make getting a crusade worth it right now. So what I'll do is I'm actually going to upgrade this to a keep, and I might just turn Castile into another boat production facility. Originally I didn't want to do that because of the distance that the ships are going to have to travel, but it's honestly not that bad considering I only have boat production out of Aragon right now. And I don't even have a port in Valencia. We're in the middle of constructing a keep there, so... Alright, we got our production going everywhere. Germans have Milan. Who's France at war with again? Just England and Germany. Let's see what's going on here. Keep moving troops in. What if I can just tell them to go to Cordoba if they'll automatically do that? I might be wasting a lot of actions by moving troops one region at a time. And even with this consistent recruitment, our income is still really good. Three more years. Okay. So this one actually affects us. So this is reduces zeal in Christian and Islamic Spain. Interesting. Not gonna accept that. You would think I would think someone having charm would be good for their command or something. I don't know. Maybe it's looked at as in like a arrogant way in this context. Got another princess. We'll send her out to do some intel gathering. So wow, the French really are doing well for themselves. A lot of territory under control. Keep moving troops around. Good on construction. We got a lot of expansion going. We got what? We got three keeps and a castle being constructed. 1204. Geez, I'm wondering how this crusade is going to go. You know what? I wonder if I can move. I wonder if our crusading army can move from one port to another, or it has to be controlled by your sea movement. I'm just gonna risk this, and I'll build a crusade, and then I'll just start using it to attack through Egypt. Years. You know what? Don't I have a... Oh, that's what I was missing. I could have sworn I had a ballista crew, and I did, but they were over in Aragon. See, I could have used that to just hit this wall immediately. They don't even have much of a garrison that I would lose troops on the attack. Again, if you're not too familiar with the game, if you don't have siege equipment, you have to starve out enemies from a fortification, as opposed to if you have a ballista or a catapult or something like that, you can immediately break down the walls and then attack without having to wait. Oh boy. We got better command. I'm not sure what their troop quality is like. Let's see if we can win this. Holy hell, we lost a lot of guys there. Siege continues. Alright, so we gotta just continue sending anybody that we have into here. Gotta keep up our recruitment, not slow down on that. Whew. They got their king on the way too. Oh Lord. That took 17%. Oh, can't move them. Let's see, what about these guys? Okay. I'm gonna send one of my bishops over to Portugal, actually. Jeez, I really need to get more diverse troop production or higher tier troop production in some of these other regions. On making boats. I wonder why I have vision here. Maybe it's because of the boats. Lose our emissaries to get some more vision on the eastern side of France. We should be good to hold this territory. I can't imagine that even with their king arriving, they'll have enough troops to take out our guys, especially since we'll have reinforcements coming as well. I'm actually going to go for a town watch here instead of the port. Money's not a concern right now, but getting troops out of Portugal and into Cordoba is probably key. And in fact, I'm going to send some of these some of these men out of Aragon. In fact, I think I'll just send everybody. With France having the strongest army and how much territory they have, I'm not concerned about losing an ally on my north. And I don't think that they would attack me, given they're already at war with the Germans and the English. So I'm gonna check out of Aragon. I'll leave a couple troops just as a little deterrent. But we'll keep men moving into Cordoba. I might even slow down on boat production, because if I'm gonna send my crusade through Egyptian territory, which, geez, it's gonna take a while. I really can't tell which is gonna be more time efficient. Trying to set up a navy that will span all the way over here, or attacking straight through against a country that has one of the strongest militaries. So I would say probably about 10 turns ago, we got the message that Egypt has the strongest military. And although that's now France, we're the only people that are fighting against the Egyptians. But we've got construction and recruitment going everywhere we need it. Keep on moving. Well, there they go. They keep sending guys. There's no way they win this, though. I can't imagine. Yeah, okay. 6 more years? What? I'm not sure how that duration went up. But luckily I've got the ballista on the way. And I can just hit. Yeah, I can just hit it. Alright, so these guys are all on the way. Genites. Some more feudal men-at-arms. I had forgotten, I'm not sure if I made a comment about the Egyptian king being a turn away from reinforcing in Cordoba, but I had forgotten that Morocco, where he was, is connected to both Granada and Cordoba, so he was able to reinforce immediately. I don't need any more emissaries right now. See what they hold. Construction and recruitment are still good. And let's see, do I have another? I'm actually going to send this guy back to the back to Rome. I do want to see if I can get my alliance reset with the papacy. Okay, we didn't lose too many guys. Oh my gosh, did that just happen? Okay, I'll just lower the taxes. There was a famine in Portugal, so public order goes down as well as income. Cargo, so they get good boats. So we'll go for boat production in Portugal. So now that we have Cordoba, we have the peninsula sealed. We will want to take out these troops here, but I'm going to have to be able to protect two territories. So For now, what we're gonna do is reshuffle some of these troops and get our king a nice, nice army to accompany him. Pick a lord. So let's see, we've got one title, which is just gonna be loyalty. Any chance any of these guys have 4 acumen? I'm gonna guess no, but alright, we'll use this group of feudal sergeants. So he'll be the Duke. Get our taxes up. Consolidate these troops. I guess you can't consolidate damaged units with command. I guess they're considered a general at that point. Let's take all of our healthy troops and send them in, and then any of our unhealthy troops, send them out. And as we have fresh troops, we'll have them join our king's army. So we'll go for an armor here. In Valencia. In Navarre. What's the income look like there? 318. We just have so much money. We might as well just keep going for better troops and recruiting them. Start getting urban militia in Portugal. And then maybe I'll remember to reset the taxes there next turn. What can we recruit here right now? Wow, look at that. So we can recruit some good troops. Royal Knights, Men-at-Arms, Feudal Sergeants. This place has some good facilities remaining. Royal Court, okay. So you'll notice most of the times when I take a province over, I'm almost always going to build some form of towers there. Because I want to be able to get public order up and then move troops on to the next place as fast as possible. This guy's got good loyalty, so I don't even need to marry a princess off to him. Just keep him around for gathering intel. Probably don't have enough troops to continue pressuring the Egyptians, but got some more provinces to recruit from, so that's good. We gotta check our public order over in Navarre. 120, if I move these guys out, does it stable? 110 still, okay, good. Got more fresh troops to add to our king's army. Huh, okay. So I'll have to declare it before anything can be done with that. Construction and recruitment are good. I want to get a good. You know, this is probably the perfect time. I'll move this prince with all these units to run the crusade, but I want to get my king as well as some other troops. In fact, I'll leave this guy's. I'll use this general to run a second army. I'll send my prince with the high command to run the crusade, and then I'll have my king and another general run everything else. Yeah, these Genites, they seem like they always come out with some. Well, there you go. As soon as I say that, we get our first one without any level of command. Alright, so we can reset our taxes here. And how many guys can we move out of this area? Okay. Slowly filtering troops out of Portugal. I'm not sure why maintaining public order has been so hard here. Maybe a little bit because of the religious situation. I guess it was held by rebels and the Almohads for some time, so maybe the process of winning them over just takes a while. Oh geez, the assassinations are on the rise. I don't know why all these guys are getting the charming attribute all of a sudden. Alright, so our king's got a nice hefty army with him. Keep our recruitment going. Actually, we'll just go straight feudal men-at-arms from there. We're doing construction. So I believe I wanted to make Leon our cavalry production place in case we can get Knights of Santiago eventually. So let's see. Armorers, workshop, spearmakers, and royal estate. Is a royal court. Feudal knights. Alright, so I think feudal knights will require a castle. And then the upgraded version of both of these structures, the armor and the royal court. So that's going to take a while, but we will work towards that. We got construction to do in Cordoba. So now that we've got our good watchtowers, we can already produce good units here. Trade goods. We will make a castle here. Check public order real quick. Geez, the French are really taking territory over here. Keep him there. Just want to make extra sure we got recruitment going everywhere. And I can actually start moving boats into other parts of the ocean and get our trade going. And then, where is this guy? Is he hiding behind the hiding behind the Pope? offer them another alliance. See how we're doing on time. 40 minutes, so we're getting close to wrapping up here. Oh boy, French are at war with the Polish, it looks like now as well. They got a strong commander here. 2, 4, 6 stars. Reject the alliance. I wonder what I'll have to do to get into their favors. I wonder if me being allied with the French is making that harder. They don't like that I'm allied with a another excommunicated faction. Alright, those gentlemen should be strong enough to hold that territory. Start moving troops into Castile for the crusade. Instruction and recruitment should be set everywhere. So they're, French are at war with Poland, Germany, and England. But so far they look like they're doing pretty well. Send someone over to keep an eye on Flanders. I probably don't really need to explore much around here. We'll keep an eye on Burgundy, Swabia, some of these areas. Clever with words plus accurate. Okay. So Portugal, we're gonna upgrade to a keep. We could expand the mining complex, but I really do want to get a competent navy set up. See how much trade income I'm getting. 54, 38. I feel like that should be higher, but maybe once I get maybe it's because I don't have trade goods in Aragon. What if I'll need to send my boats and kind of wrap them around the peninsula so that my territories like Portugal that actually have tradable resources will be connected with other factions like the Italians. So we'll figure out, we'll get a shipwright in Castile. Go for a port in Valencia. Everywhere else should be good. Got recruitment going everywhere. And our Crusader army is going to start getting together. Once we get these moves taken care of, we'll wrap up for the day. Pretty good size force accumulating over there. It's really been slow rolling getting public order in this province. Might just have to accept that I'm gonna need to keep a garrison of a decent size here. And although the Egyptians have a high-ranking general, I don't think they should have enough troops to challenge us in this province. Although looking at this, I wonder if I need to keep bolstering. Because they definitely have numbers. They might not have the best troop quality, but they definitely have numbers, and they have at least a good commander, so I don't want to take them too light. Anyways, that's probably a good stopping point. The things to look forward to is, now that we have this crusade set up, I'll probably launch that at the start of the next episode and make Antioch our target. I really hope the Egyptians hold that, since we're already at war with them. But we're going to be marching through them anyways. Our boat production isn't good enough to travel by sea for a while. I'd imagine it'll take us another 20 turns or so to get enough boats to stretch over to the Eastern Mediterranean, as well as to hold it, because I never know if the Italians or someone else will attack my ships and disrupt my sea access. But really getting that crusade going and seeing what happens with the Egyptians in the near future is going to be the two things to focus on. The French definitely seem like they've got this whole area under control and are not going to be challenged anytime soon. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.